What's up guys, it's Alex here. Welcome back to my series of tutorials on how to create a complex SwiftUI app with core data. I know it's been a while since the last part, so we'll recap what we've done so far and we'll think about what we'll do today. Yeah, for now we have a My Goals view that shows a list of goals that we're trying to achieve every day. Also we have a data manager and persistence controller in our app. We implemented two models that represent two core data entities, TLGoal and TLGoalRecord. And also we have a view where we can add a new goal. So for now, our main screen looks like this. And the first thing that we would like to do here is to mark a goal as completed. First of all, we'll need to implement methods for core data. Because to mark our goal as done for today, we need to create a new TLGoalRecord with today's date. So first of all, let's create a new protocol. But before doing that, let's move Goal Data Manager Protocol and its implementation of Data Manager into a separate file. Otherwise, we might end up having a really huge file for our data manager. So it will be plus goal, and here we'll just move this protocol. We'll import core data and we'll move this stuff into our new file. Also, we'll need to make this not private, and this one as well, which is totally fine because our data manager is hidden behind this protocol. We won't have just a direct access to these two things, but anyway, it's just totally fine. We don't need to care about that much. Okay, so and now let's create a new file that we'll call GoalRecord Data Manager Protocol. This will be a protocol, GoalRecord Data Manager Protocol, that will have three methods: create goal record, for goal ID, and read goal record that will return our optional TLGoalRecord, and delete goal record for date. And also let's create an extension, GoalRecord Data Manager Protocol, and here we'll have create GoalRecord class that will be nearly the same as our existing one, but we'll provide a default value here. And its implementation will just simply call the one that we have now. Yeah, actually we can do the same for the rest of our methods. Read, and delete. Also, we'll have TLGoalRecord that is optional here. Yeah, also we can make it shorter if you'd like. If you don't, it's fine. Well, let's double check. It's create and read and delete. Yeah. And yeah, here we go. And now let's implement it for our data manager. GoalRecord Data Manager Protocol, and this mark here. We can, let's start making our things. So we'll call context, perform, and wait. And here we'll create a new goal record. in this context, yeah, and before doing that, now we need to get a goal by this ID. So let's create a new method here for our goal data manager protocol. Read goal ID, that will be TLGoal. That is optional. And let's implement it. And here we'll simply create a new optional. Then we'll call context, perform and wait. Yeah, and here we'll just need to create a request that will be ns-fetch request TLGoal, and this will be TLGoal fetch request. I'm sure we implemented it here. Yeah, it already has some predicate and some descriptors, which is fine. So yeah, here we'll create an array of predicates. As predicate that is empty if let predicate equals request predicate, then we'll simply append it to our thing so we don't forget this one. Checking that it is removed is false. And after that we'll append another predicate that will be simply id, yeah, id equals given id. After that we set a predicate ns compound predicate that will be with and predicate with sub predicates, and let's set a fetch limit, and then let's try to get a goal with this predicate, with this fetch request. Try context fetch this given request first. Then here we'll catch an error. Now it will be just fatal error, and here we just return a goal. Yeah, so it should build fine. Okay, now let's get back to our goal record data manager, and yeah, and here firstly we'll try to get a goal. Read goal with our goal ID, else return. We don't have a goal, so we don't create a goal record. This should never happen, but so, and goal record goal will be our goal, and goal record date will be date. Yeah, and now let's just try to save context, and if it does work, we'll just walk fatal error again. Okay, we build it and it works. Now let's create an implementation for read goal record, and we can just be really lazy people and just copy this stuff here, and we'll just replace this with goal record. This will be this thing, this will be goal record, this will be goal record. We probably have some predicate here. No, we don't have predicate, but anyway, we implement this stuff in case we'll add predicate later, but yeah, and here we need to set our start date, but will be yeah, firstly let's create a calendar current, and calendar start of day for date, and end date will be calendar date by adding day, just one day, to our start date. So it's basically midnight of the current date that is given here, and this is the midnight of the next day. So here we pass a goal ID, And also we'll add this thing here, and date more greater or equal than that, and date less than this. Yeah, and here we pass start date and end date. Yeah, and this will be goal ID. Yeah, we can firstly unwrap it here because we know that it will never fail. So yeah, it's fine. And here we'll try to get it. So yeah, also we probably need to import core data here. Obviously we do need to do that. And the last one will be delete goal. And here we'll just we'll just try to get goal record using our just recently created method. We'll pass a goal ID here and we'll pass a date, else return, and after that we'll ask context to delete this goal record, and after that we'll try context save, and here we'll just create a fatal error. That will be an error. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, we've created all this stuff here and we implemented this stuff. And the last thing here will be like, remember we created this type alias, and yet now you can get why I created it here. So now we're just adding it here. So our data manager protocol is just these two protocols. So now all our subsystems know about that. And yeah, and now we can go next. And next will be our implementation of our actions in our My Goals view. Yeah, but since we should divide views and logic, we will create a view model for our My Goals view. Let's create a new file. You can press Command N on your keyboard, choose a Swift file, press next, and after that we'll create My Goals view model file. Press next, and here let's implement our My Goals view model. It will be an observable object. So first of all, it will have data manager here. And let's implement an init method where we pass this data manager protocol, and by default it will be data manager shared. The data manager. So we injected this dependency, and now let's create two methods. Mark as done for goal, and yeah, unmark is done. I'm not sure if it's grammatically correct, so you can rename it undo marking is done or whatever. And these two things will be simple. We'll just create goal record for goal ID for today. And unmark is done. We'll just call delete in our data manager and use the same date. And you see, it's so simple. And last thing before we add this to our view will be adding a property to TLGoal showing if it is done or not. Yeah, let's create an extension to TLGoal here, and let's create a variable last record. That will be TLGoalRecord, that will be optional, and this will be records sorted by date, whichever is newer first. And is completed today as a boolean. This will be quartlet record equals last record, or last record, doesn't matter. Also return false and return calendar current is date in today, last record date. Yeah, it's not the best approach, but it will work for us just fine for now, and in the future we might want to refactor it because we'll want to create a transient property in core data is completed today that we will just simply mark, or we'll want to introduce some kind of maybe a publisher that will react on change in records and it will update this flag. But for now, it's fine. The only disadvantage now that when this changes, the goal might not be updated. But yeah, once we are there and once we have this issue, we'll fix that. But we should be fine because whenever records gets updated, since each NS managed property is actually published, we should get our UI updated. So, but let's get back to our my goals item view. Yeah, make sure that our goal is observed object, so it will react on changes in it. And let's press resume. Make sure that it shows here. Yeah, and now here we'll add some changes. We'll check if it's completed today. If yes, that will make it just green for now. And yeah, that's it. But how do we see if it works? Let's create another static variable, completed goal. Or let's replace it with something else. For instance, just this morning I went jogging, so I may show that I did this. Doesn't matter. Yeah, let's make a variable here. Let's also create a record, TLGoalRecord in the same context. And this record will have a date as now. Yeah, let's move it here. And goal will be our goal. Or yeah, it doesn't matter actually, but yeah, let's just simply add this record to our records. Yeah, it doesn't matter, you can either put it into goal or here it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so for now it's fine. Okay, now let's build it, because otherwise our canvas may not see that. Let's wrap it into a group. Let's create another file here with a completed goal, and let's move this preview layout here, so each of our previews will have the same view. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not sure if I like this green color, so let's go back to our colors asset and let's create a new color set. Let's call it completed, I think. Open this thing, and yeah, let's change it to something like 15. Okay, yeah, 59, 155, 255, yeah, maybe 199, yeah. And for dark appearance, let's set something like 75, 199, 255 maybe, or 135, 15, yeah. Yeah, we'll adjust it later. Now, let's go with these two colors. Make sure that this one is 59, 199, and 255. And go here and create a new variable, TL completed, and it will be our color. That will be this one. Yeah. Press Command B to build it, and get back here. And instead of green, use TL completed. Resume our canvas, and yeah, I like it. So feel free to choose any color you want. And let's go back to my goals view. Let's update it, and yeah, as you can remember, in our persistence preview, we set a few goals as completed. So for now they look like this, and that is great. Yeah, so now let's implement an action on tapping a goal. The first thing will be to create a button here. Its label will be our item view. And as action, we'll call our view that we don't have here yet. Yeah, let's fix it. Let's create a state object, private var viewModel. That will be our my goals viewModel. That will be like this, yeah. And first of all, let's go here. Let's create variable data manager. That will be DataManagerProtocol, and this will be simply data manager with a preview persistence controller. Yeah, and here we'll pass a viewModel. Yeah, we should have made it private, and let's pass it here. So in our previews, we'll use our preview persistence manager, not the real one. Yeah, so if we build it, it should work, but yeah. Now let's add mark as done. It's done. And let's build it again, Command B. After that, resume. Let's press play. So if we click on this, it becomes done. Awesome. If we click anything else, it doesn't change a thing, but I think it's fine. Yeah. Great. This is how it's done. Now, if you build around your app, it will mark your goals as completed. Let's try it. Yeah, let's create a few goals if you don't have them. Jogging. Project. Drink water. Yeah, and maybe something else. Let's choose something randomly. Like this one, cycling. And now if we click here, we show that, yeah, we've drunk enough water today. We think this goal is completed. If we build around again, we see that it is saved here. Nice. So that's it for today. In the next video, we'll implement a context menu. So the user taps on a goal, then they can unmark it as done. They can delete it, maybe move them or something else. We'll see. I'll leave a link below in the description section for the complete project, so check it out. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in comments, and I'll see you in the next video.